The death toll from the devastating earthquake in Vanuatu has risen to at least 14. There have been multiple powerful aftershocks. The rescue effort has been slow and there have been power cuts across parts of the capital more than 24 hours after the first earthquake. The city's main hospital, where hundreds of people are being treated, is damaged and at capacity. Australian doctors and a disaster response team have now been deployed. There's concern the aftershocks will continue.
A delicate scramble to find survivors.
Guys are just moving slowly to be able to get in. It's not a good scene.
With no electricity, the only light is powered by generators. More than half a dozen people are feared trapped under this flattened two-storey building. Some are pulled to safety, but the operations continue long after dawn. The magnitude 7.3 quake, which toppled buildings and crushed cars across the capital, was followed up with powerful aftershocks today.
All through the night, we obviously didn't sleep very well. Even just like 2 minutes ago, we had another shock. Couldn't even count how many, loads and loads of aftershocks.
One was so strong it registered at magnitude 6.1.
There was one this morning at about 5 o'clock, which woke us all up, and we had to go outside for that.
There were 14 aftershocks that were registered as separate earthquakes that are beyond 4.5. Our biggest worry right now is really those aftershocks.
A seasonal worker who just left Australia 3 days ago, Valerie, one of the first to be named among the growing death toll. The destruction and risk of further tremors are hindering recovery efforts. There's no running water or power across much of the capital. And landslips have blocked crucial roads, bridges not safe to cross. Long queues are forming for fuel and essential supplies, with the city's main hospital stretched thin as it treats the hundreds of injured.
We are trying to stabilise everyone that comes in with an open fracture. We have some damage inside the operating theatre, so we set up an emergency theatre outside.
But more help is on the way, with emergency doctors from Australia departing Darwin this afternoon.
We're expecting that there'll be fatalities. We're expecting that there'll be a number of injuries. And that the local healthcare system will almost likely be overwhelmed.
Departing Brisbane, a specialist rescue and relief team bound for Vanuatu and expecting difficult days ahead.
We know that they've got numerous collapsed sites and that they currently have live victims who they are rescuing. They're overwhelmed with work and also with their knowledge on how to manage this kind of collapse.
But once their job is done, it's anticipated much more aid will be needed.
I also want to make clear that this is just our initial response. Our expectation is that more help will be requested and more help will be provided.
Hard work ahead for Australians and our island neighbours. Isabella Higgins, ABC News.